So we're doing an Audacy check-in with Billie Eilish. What a week. How are you feeling?
Oh God, I'm feeling all the things. I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling nervous and scared and worried and anxious and also just hopeful. So
I think it's going to be great. I mean, I want to know what made you decide to name the album Happier Than Ever? Because obviously there was a song named it on there, but like, what was the all-encompassing meaning behind it?
Well, I just felt like it like encapsulated the last few years of my life really well in a way that I thought that the fans would understand. Just because, I feel that when I was coming up and getting bigger, I was actually very depressed. And over time, I feel that I just like very obviously kind of my mental state just rose and like got so much better, and I feel that the fans really knew that and could see it, and it was just kind of a thing that everybody asked me about. I did all these interviews and it was like, so how does it feel to be happy now? And it was like nice to be in a place where I felt confident in my life and who I am, but at the same time it's like, what is happiness? And so I feel like I spent a lot of time thinking about happiness and the word happiness and how it's just like it fluctuates, and everyone thinks if you're one thing, you're going to be that forever and you're never going to be anything else. And it's really not true. And like happiness is temporary, but also so is like misery, and things just like morph and change. I don't know. It's it's very complicated, but Happier Than Ever, the song, has a very different meaning than the title. I just felt like it was such a solid sentence, and it really just worked with, I feel, my last few years and like my growth. And it also is kind of sarcastic in a way, and that's
what I thought. I felt like there's a small element of that.
Yeah, but that also came from like everybody being like, so you're happy now?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, but only this in this moment, and like, yeah. It doesn't stay. It did not stay, by the way, but it goes up and goes down and things change. And like, that's how life works. And so it's like kind of sarcastic, but it's also like happier than ever doesn't mean happier than you're ever going to be. It means happier than you were before. And that is like what's important, I think. So it's got a lot of meanings. I think it's just also take it how you want it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely. And I think visually it works really well with like everything to do with the album.
Thank you. Thanks.
Yeah. Is there a reason that the album's song titles this time around are all in capital letters? Besides My Future?
Good question. I don't know. I think I just grew out of the lowercase letters. I feel that it was just a bit more. I just got over it. I don't know. I really just was like, enough of that. But what was like cute was somebody had an idea to have My Future be lowercase. Because it's like, that's like the oldest song on the album, sort of. It was like the first song we wrote, knowing we were writing the album. It was about my future. It was when I had green hair. I mean, I made the whole album really when I had green hair, but that one was like right after I got back from tour, when COVID started. It was like kind of the end of that whole phase of my life almost. And it was also put out at the time in lowercase, and it was just kind of a cute idea to have My Future be like the old days and have all the lyrics be lowercase, like as if it was kind of the past me with the like new me. I don't know.
No, I was hoping that would be the answer. Like I was hoping it was something like that I get that. That's cool. Yeah. What do you think in what ways do you feel more confident embarking on this project compared to the last, or do you?
I feel much more confident. I mean, with the creative process, I think I feel about the same as I did the week before my first album came out. Just like a lot of doubt, but also excitement. But with the creative process and just making the album, I was so much more confident. I mean, I really have gotten so much better. Like, I can't even tell you. With my voice has matured in a way that I am so pleased with. And my, lyrics, I just am so much better at it now than I was, and understand it more. And I'm more patient with myself. And less miserable, really. Like I just was so miserable back then.
And what do you think you're most proud of yourself for, like with your change overall?
Honestly, not going insane, because I rewatched the documentary a couple days ago, and honestly, I had this moment at the end where I was like, I'm so proud of myself for keeping it together through all this, because I've had a really, really, really intense life
Yeah.
and career. And the fact that I've kept it together at all, I should, I pride myself on, and I don't. And I just was sitting there watching this, and I was also going through it last week just with everything in this, it's like a lot of pressure right now. And I was just like kind of in my bag, and I was just watching it, and I was like, wow, I should just be happy that I'm still a sane human with.
You should be. I mean, it happened so quickly and at such a young age. Like that's tough.
Yeah, it's really tough. It was tough.
And there's only like so many, like so few people in the world who really understand that. So,
oh my God, you're telling me.
If you could choose two songs to kind of show your growth as an artist, which do you think they'd be?
Oh, I think, oh my God, I don't even know. I guess, like, wow, I'm trying to think right now. I think with my voice, maybe like Haley's Comet or Happier Than Ever or Male Fantasy. But I guess like lyrically, I think like Getting Older and Male Fantasy and My Future. All of them, but I think those felt like when I wrote them that I felt that I was better. I was like, wow,
yeah,
I'm proud of myself because I just wrote this part and I wouldn't have been able to do that 3 years ago. So
yeah, you could like see the growth and you're like, damn, I did that. Which song did you kind of fuss over the most lyrically?
Ooh, good question. I guess, oh my God, I'm trying to remember. There's so many songs. Lyrically, I think some of the lyrics in the chorus of Male Fantasy were changed around a lot. And then some lyrics in Happier Than Ever were also changed around. And then I think like Goldwing and I can't really remember. I like need to remember because I really didn't film any of the process. So I can't really like remember much of the process, but I think Goldwing might have been hard to figure out lyrics for. I don't even remember. I really don't, but it was fun either way.
What do you think's the best moment you and Phineas had creating the album?
I feel like when we made, honestly, every time we get to that point in making a song where it feels like it's come together, it's the best part of all of it. So like every song, there was that moment, and every time it felt like the best moment of the creative process. Like just like getting it to a place where it really feels like a song and you're almost done, or when you are done, or like, when you get on a roll and you're like, oh, I know where this is going.
Yeah. It has to be like instant serotonin.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That moment. Oh my God. It's so satisfying.
Now that you and Justin Bieber have a legit friendship, which I love, by the way, have you leaned on him at all through this process for anything in particular for help?
I definitely have called him up and been like, what do you do? Like, not really about music, but just about fame and like the internet, because, he's, one out of few people that have had the same, things go on online and in just his career. So I've definitely been like, hey, so what am I supposed to do here?
nervous to call him? You're like, hey.
Oh yeah, no, luckily he calls me a lot because he's a little sweetheart. I've only like gotten the courage to call him one time, but I try to call him a lot now because he's such a sweetheart, and he's really,
so nice.
He's such a good guy, and I don't know, he's been there for me, and I call him and tell him that I'm here for him too, and I'm thinking of him. So
yeah. I talked to him a couple months ago, and he was just going on about how much he loves you and like how much he wants you to reach out. So so the things you're writing about in your songs are unique experiences to you. Like a lot of people obviously haven't even seen an NDA before in their life. But what I like about what you do is you kind of more focus on the emotion of it. And the emotions are what people can relate to. Is that like an important part of it to you?
Yeah, for sure. Like that. I mean, yes. Because I think that you're right. There's a lot of things on this album, especially, that are things that like nobody, like the specific situations I'm talking about, that people don't experience, except people that are like in my position. But I think that I don't think, I know that I try to, even when writing about stuff like that, that's like very isolating and not very relatable and, consumable. I want to make it, I try to like make sure that it remains important to have things be interpretable.
Yeah. And I think you do a good job of doing that. I didn't mean that in like a way that, it wasn't relatable. I'm just saying there are instances, and you do the emotion part of it so well, which makes us feel connected to you. Thanks.
I really try. I mean, because like I think about it too, when I was growing up and I would listen to songs like, that I loved, but that were about something that I was like, this, I like, Pink's So What, I'm a Rock Star. It's like, I loved that song, but I couldn't relate to it. I guess I could in like a more of like a metaphoric way. And that's why everybody loves that song. But like, I don't know. I think it's just like important to make sure that there is a way for people to put it in their own world, which is why that song is actually really good, because you feel like a rock star all the time, and I think that that's such a good kind of like double meaning song. She is a fucking rock star, but also she's a rock star in here. And even if she wasn't, she still would be, so I think we all are that. But anyway, I don't know why I'm talking about Pink now.
This is a great song. Do you think you're going to be self-directing all your music videos moving forward? And do you have any like concepts on the table right now that you're so excited about?
For the most part, I love directing. I mean, I do love directing, and I feel good about it. And I feel like I've been doing a really good job for the last few videos. I mean, unless like again, I say this all the time. I want to do a lot of things, yes, but also when things actually happen in real life, sometimes you feel differently, and that's okay. I think it's annoying when you say you're going to do something and then people are like, remember when you said that and now you're not doing that? It's like, yeah, because oh my God, would be like, who cares? I can do whatever I want. You can change your mind. You can, it's like when Alicia Keys was like, I'm not going to wear makeup for a year. And then she wore makeup to like an event, and someone was like, I thought you said you weren't going to wear it. And she was like, I can do whatever I want. And I was like, period.
No, I mean, that's very true. You have your sold out tour happening in 2022. What kind of things, I mean, that you can let us know about, of course, can we expect? And like, what are you most excited for?
Well, right now we're just only starting to talk about like stage design and what we're going to do. I think that all I could say is it's just going to be, I think it's going to really feel like my, the main world tour that I did in like 2019, which was my favorite tour I've ever done, which was like, I don't know what it was. What was that one called? Where do we go tour or something? But that it's going to feel like that. It's not going to feel like a new me. It's not going to feel like a different person. It's me, and I'm coming back, and I'm the same as I was before. Just
well, nothing compared to the energy of those shows. Like I would go and watch like some of the reactions on YouTube and like just like the footage from it. It's insane. And like that's I mean, you can't just come from that and like not want that again.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm not changing that anytime soon.
It's good to know. My last question is, how is our baby boy Shark?
Our baby Shark, he's good. He's napping right now. He's been good. He spent the whole week with Peach, his best friend, and he ate a bunch of sticks yesterday and threw them all up. So he's got a little tummy ache, but he's doing okay.
I watched your Instagram story. It was like a couple months ago where he ate that toy and it like got, oh my God.
So stupid. He went to the emergency room 3 more times after that happened because of swallowing things. He's very stupid.
But cute, at least.
He cute, but ugly also at the same time.
Well, good luck on everything this week. I know it's going to be incredible, and I just wish the best for you. And thank you so much for doing an Audacy check-in with us.
Of course. Thanks for having me. It was good talking to you.
You too. Have a good one.
You too.